here. And it smells really weird. Oh, it's like super stinky. It's like that smell like when you catch a fish and you're taking it off and you know, you smell like fish on your hands afterward. It kind of smells like that. Well, where am I? Gosh. Oh, that's right. I have a flashlight on me. Hold on. Let me turn it on. There. Okay. This looks really weird. Am I gonna fish? I think I've been eaten by a fish. I was out in the lake and I was walking on the ice and all of a sudden I remember this big chunk of ice breaking in front of me and that's the last thing I remember. Did I get eaten by a fish? You know, I've only heard of this ever happening to one other person. And it's actually in our Bible. So let's go hear the story. And we'll see if we can figure out if that story can maybe help us get out of here. Jonah and the big fish. One day, when Jonah was just minding his own business, God spoke to him. God said, Jonah, I want you to go to Nineveh and tell the people that I know they aren't living the way I want them to. I want them to change their ways. Well, Jonah might have started with the right idea, but as he started walking, he began thinking about how far it was to get to Nineveh. And Jonah said, I don't really want to go to Nineveh. You see, they didn't have cars back then, so it would have been a very, very long walk. Jonah said, I think I'll go the other way. God will never know. But do you think God knew? Well, of course he knew. God knows everything, right? We know that. So Jonah walked and walked away from Nineveh. When Jonah got to the sea, he paid some guys with a boat to take him far away. Jonah yawned. Man, all that walking got me so tired. I think I'm going to take a nap. So Jonah curled up on a pile of rope and he fell asleep. But God saw Jonah. Whoosh! God sent a really strong wind that tossed the ship to and fro. And the sailors were so afraid that they were going to sink, so they started throwing things overboard to save themselves. But the sailors were worried. They're like, what is going on? How did this sudden storm come about? So they woke up Jonah. Jonah, you gotta wake up. And Jonah woke up and goes, uh-oh. God's mad at me because I wasn't listening? So then he told the sailors, why don't you guys throw me overboard? And you know what? They did. They threw him off the boat into the sea. And suddenly the sea was calm. The storm went away. But that wasn't the end of it. Look out, Jonah! Along came a big fish, like bigger than the fish that you might hear or see about here in Minnesota. It's a really big fish, and you know what it did? It gulped up Jonah. Oh. See, there he is, hanging in the fish's mouth. The fish swallowed Jonah, and Jonah sat inside that stinky, dark fish for not just one, not two, but 3 whole days. Ooh, P.U. That would be gross. Ooh. Jonah prayed, God, will you help me? I am so sorry that I did not listen to you. And finally, the fish spit Jonah out on the beach. Trudge. Jonah went to Nineveh, and he told the people what God had said. And they believed him, and they changed their ways. God was happy that the people of Nineveh were now living as God wanted. So in our story, God told Jonah to go to Nineveh, and Jonah was like, I don't really want to go. And he ran away. He hid on a boat, and then he got stuck in a fish, all because he didn't listen to God. I wonder if that's why I got stuck in a fish. Maybe I wasn't following God's directions either. Well, I'm out now, as you can see. But ooh, was that ever slimy. And stinky. Woo! But the point is that if you don't listen to God, well, He's not going to give up on you. I kind of have this happen sometimes in my house. My kids don't always listen to me. And maybe you don't always listen to your parents either. When I say it's bedtime at my house, my kids act like Jonah and they run away. And I always find them, and they always still end up going to bed. God said, Jonah, you have to go to Nineveh. And no matter where Jonah went, God still found him, and still Jonah ended up going to Nineveh. So the next time your parents tell you you have to do something, or God tells you have to do something, listen, because they're probably not going to let it go. They'll find you even if you hide. Even if your spot's really good. Hey, over here. Hey, so I have a little secret mission for you, if you're up to it. You know how Jonah was hiding? Well, I have something I want you to hide. Your mission is called Be the Light. And what I want you to do is I want you to write either a couple notes or make some pictures, but I want you to hide them in your house for your parents. Don't tell them about them. It's a surprise. So like one day when they open the cupboard, boom, there it is. And it's going to be a really great surprise because whatever you wrote on there is going to be really nice, or it's going to be really lovely, and they're going to think, oh, I have the sweetest child ever. Okay? Can you handle it? Some really good places are like cupboards, the laundry room, maybe even in their coat pocket. Ooh, and I bet you can think of some even better places. So that is your mission. Okay? Be the light and hide it around and see if they find them. Okay? All right. Go do it. All right, remember, God loves you. Have a great January, and I'll see you next month. Bye.